Cough, cough. Wheeze, wheeze. It's that time, people.
Suck your stick.
Oh yeah. So Laz, that's where I'm getting some of my information.
So good. Quiet on the set, people. Quiet on the set. Get ready to do live radio. Or a reasonable facsimile thereof.
Don't share it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
Of lunch
and
with
that's
Laz and Jack because
Jack
I
with
forgot to hit. I forgot to
audio
switch
again.
it.
That's
Hey! Voice activity there. Just video, okay? Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right.
It is because I don't want to be a dick and fart or burp. Oh wait, I've done both of those
you just wait for the show to do that, you know. It's not like you
I
wanna
normally
it in
do
front of the
actually.
audience,
I try to hold all of my gassiness until after the show starts. Wait, I think I feel something coming on. I think it's coming. I think.
Is it coming?
No. No. It's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, see, you got the Matrix Jack, you know. We're just gonna call him M Jack now.
Performance anxiety.
You don't know what you've done to your camera, man, but your camera is just yeah.
I don't know. It's Logitech, man. Logitech. That's all I gotta say.
Says you should mic that fart properly. You should do a proper Howard Stern.
I really should and just
bring your butt up to the microphone. That's right.
Knock out my headphones so that way I can figure out.
Or take the microphone and put it down between your legs and lift and air it that way.
Don't. Please don't.
At least I'm wearing pants today.
WRFB. That's right.
And so we unfortunately we don't have any news today.
Yeah, the news. We got another week or so before the next release here, and
nothing going on at Port Alarium. No one's doing anything.
So quiet out there.
So quiet. I think the offices might be a little bit empty right now.
Yeah, well, summertime.
What
do you say we go right to the stand-up corner and tell
stand-up corner?
Tell them what yesterday's stand-up corner.
Oh, Taco Tuesday stand-up.
Taco Tuesday stand-up.
You mean
corner.
What's probably going to be the final stand-up for a while?
It's going to be a lot shorter coming in the future, we understand.
Oh yeah. I've got to go find that thing called Streamlabs so that way I can click on web pages. And then we can say that stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday and I'm working on this today. And we're going to be coming back to the stand-up corner.
Well, I think I would assume we were going to be hopping back and forth between it as we...
Yeah, well, we have to get to the actual news eventually. But stand-up corner from Taco Tuesday. Remember, today is Wednesday Hump Day. We're over in the art department. Bob the Builder.
The cult of Bob lives
working on the creepy doll and cart. Damon working on weapon visual effects and bugs and unicorn visual effects. Fletcher working on bows.
no longer lives.
Yeah, well, neither does Bob.
Cult
Nor
lives on.
Nor the Ugly Fist, working on was working on the Cylinder Automaton and Creepy Doll.
Gotta be a real creepy doll when it's not put together, I'll tell you what.
Well, I don't know how we're going to get the Haka anymore, nor Reed's Bugs.
Bug.
But over in design, Beezus working on Brewing and the Unicorn.
The Beezinator.
Seawolf, gone, done working on the East Vauban foothill spawning and optimization and map review.
Last review.
Damien working on the Broken Echo Silvermine quests and bugs.
Bug.
Dan the Man was working on the East Vauban foothills puzzles. Sanyo working on the Encounters and Ruins of Ravensmoor tier update and puzzles and switch updates. Lum the Perturbed.
He's really perturbed today.
I would say so. Well, I think today's a day of reflection for him as he works on tutorials and background PCs.
You know, I would think today would be a day he's not so mad because he didn't have to put his pants on and get in his little car and drive anywhere. So
no, yeah. Sorcerer Steve working on the Norgard Finn's resource and creature spawning and map review. The Energy Vortex working on PvP and map review. Then over into tech, where Eric was working on sieges and bugs.
Bug.
JY working on battlegrounds and data updates. And then Wizard Smoke was working on some user interface updates. The Deathbringer, one and only, working on bugs in battlegrounds. The Rock working on data synchronization and Steam support. Over in Studio Services, Barrick working on the community calendar and meetings and sales planning, Gust Ball event and store updates. The Attenwood was working on sanity testing and Jira testing and sales planning. Chaos worked on some physical goods shipping labels, format updates. Serafino's working on customer service.
Clipsy.
Just like their instructions. Instruction updates and store updates. The Dippy Bird was working on Release 55 Jiras and meetings. Hutch was working on lights and skies. The Dark Star was working on Release 55 post and meetings and announcements. Speaking of announcements.
Big announcements.
It was actually a relatively short announcement.
Well,
but
we got the short announcements. Apparently, the press actually got the real announcements, and I'm sure he had to actually put those press releases together or something of, yes, go! I'm guessing that's a reference to the World Cup there, Clipsy. I guess you're a fan. Thank you for
she's really
cheers.
a fan of Luis Suarez, the cannibal. He did
I'm just
sport
a fan
today.
of kicking balls, if you know what I'm saying.
Ah, there you go. That's our diva.
Yeah.
There we go. But
You're supposed
yes,
to gently blow the balls.
for most of you, that's probably going to be the last time you hear many of those names.
A lot of those
inside
names.
Shroud of the Avatar. At least here on the news stream, you may hear it someplace else. But yeah, that's probably the last long stand-up we're going to have for a long, long time. And, of course, there's been press releases. There was a blurb by Star. We want to start with Star's little write-up and work our way out, or we want to start with the fake news press media out there and see how they're interpreting it.
Let's just go straight to the Dark Stars post, and then we'll go to the other ones. Then we'll go back to the people that we know are no longer employed. How about that?
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Okay, so Dorkstar posted that now that they are almost complete,
Roger, welcome to the stream.
Almost complete fulfilling those backer
Where's my
Kickstarter
Duke
promises. Yeah, where's my Duke head?
Where's my Duke head?
As well as where's my brewing? Where's a quest?
I had
system
to
that
throw
actually
it in
worked?
there.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, I knew you were going to throw it in there. That's why I said that yesterday after I was woken up from my nap. Brewing coming online in release 55. Physical rewards shipping very soon. Progress being made on castle defenses. They're adjusting their team size to better match our current monthly revenue.
Don't do streams on Monday.
Yeah. and fucking advertise in a way that doesn't look like a Facebook game.
How about just advertise?
Advertise in a way that makes sense. I mean, when they were demoing advertisements, they were doing it on Android Authority's website, which is a great place to advertise a cell phone game, but not a great place to advertise a PC game.
I've seen nothing but Facebook. I mean,
And
I got
then
all
everything
sorts
else-
of ads running on my cell phone. I got ads run everywhere else.
And then it's also built into other like Travian cell phone games with a link to Shroud of the Avatar. It's like it's not a fucking phone game.
That's
it's
a
not.
nice
It's
start.
not a mobile game.
That's a nice start.
No, it's not, because it's like it's the wrong audience.
Yeah, good point.
If you're
advertising
dealing
on a
with
phone
the
platform.
wrong audience, then you're missing the entire point of what you should be doing.
Anyway, back to the point you're on.
Okay, so then this will give them
Look at
the
that, me putting the
balance
train
they need
back
to
on
work
track.
on episode 2 while ensuring they can support the online service. To do that means having, at least for now, a smaller team. Right now, they will shift their focus from creating new content to polishing our existing systems. This means making a stronger new user experience, redesign the entire fucking thing,
Yeah.
fixing bugs, reworking the quest system,
Yeah, whole
rewrite it all,
rewrites. Yeah.
performance improvements, user interface polish, and more. At the same time, we will continue the tier adjustments in progress, which will rework our existing scenes to more appropriate difficulty levels based on our current player population. Each of those scenes was supposed to originally be designed to support 16 players.
They still only support 16 players.
No. I'm talking about having 16 of the appropriate level sized players in the scene. But how many times have you gone into, like, say, Deep Ravenswood and seen 3 people wipe the entire scene
All the
as
time.
they just run around? Well, does that support
that's
16?
why you only ever see 3 people, because everybody's in their own scene. Nobody plays in multiplayer in Deep Ravenswood. You don't go to Deep Ravenswood in multiplayer. Everybody knows
do.
that.
I do.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you're just
but I'm
you're just
saying.
going so you hope somebody takes pity on you and picks you up into one of those teams.
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. And then, after that,
this is
you-
the interesting part here.
You-
I got some questions about this stuff.
will be a big part of our preparations for episode 2 as they relaunch the stretch goal store. And you will get to vote on some of the episode 2
Vote.
features
Vote
by
Vote.
purchasing.
Remember that.
You vote by
Don't lawyer me.
purchasing
Yeah, don't lawyer me.
rare items related to mounts, flexible lot placement, the elven playable race, and pack animals. Every single one of the original stretch goals that failed the first time because people didn't spend enough cash.
I've got to ask the questions here, especially on some of those. For those of us who already bought those packages, I mean, are we? I've already got
Well,
pack animals.
eventually
I've,
you'll
Shoes and everything.
I've already got mounts. What's that, Clips?
I said, so what? We got to buy them again and have 2 of everything.
Well, you know, it was, I was having the discussion on pack animals, and the person I was having the discussion with said, well, those pack animals will be functional. I says, fuck that noise. The ones that I got are supposed to become functional when we reached a said stretch goal. So I'm going to be curious how this actually makes its way in. Now, I'm a big fan of all the above, so let's not knock that, especially the flexible lot placement. And this does not mean you're going to be able to put multiple houses on a lot by no means. You're just going to be able to push your house into a corner.
Monopoly online.
You want to what?
Play Monopoly and put hotels on all my lots.
I already got hotels on all my
hotels.
lots. PurpleDragonIn.com. So, that was Dark Star's announcement as they wind up Release 1. They're cutting staff and...
So last night on Facebook, I'm not going to go through every single one of those Facebook posts of...
No,
saying,
but we do have a...
But if we go back and let's look at that Gama Sutra article because it's super, super short.
Indeed.
Layoffs at Shroud of the Avatar developer Portalarium. News brief: Texas-based Portalarium's game studio Portalarium has been hit with layoffs, the company has confirmed. Although the developer, founded by veteran game designer Richard Lord British Garriott in 2010, didn't reveal how many people had been let go. It told Gama Sutra via email that the number is relatively small and it includes some contractors. Following the right-sizing of its development team, the studio is now focused on delivering the next episode of its Ultima-inspired RPG, Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Yeah, that's Gama Sutra. Then we have MMORPG also released a blurb. And then Portalarium and Travian Games have sent word that the development of the next round of episodic content has started. Episode 2 will feature extended stories, new lands, and feature sets. While development on Episode 2 is underway, a crew will be working on polishing current content. The PR also reveals that the staff right-sizing is underway, which will lead to some developers being laid off. Right-sizing. And now, if they're working on Episode 2 content, don't they have to develop a world?
I'm
like
telling
that continent,
I'm telling you,
all the scenes.
If history shall repeat itself, you're going to do what every other company already does, and we saw it in Episode 1. We took existing small scenes and we placed them as placeholders. So now that they've redone all those, now they've got what? 60, 70 odd scenes that they can use as placeholders across the new world, and then come back and don't go that's exactly what I see happening. But anyway,
and then Dark Star clip at last brief nugget of information from the press announcement reads. So they're getting this from the forum post as well, is that Portalarium and its main licensing partner, Travian Games, have started discussions involving a possible extension of their business relations, which the companies hope to include in the fourth quarter of this year. What that means exactly remains unknown. And this is part of the in email, I guess. I don't see where that even discusses Travian at all.
Well, this is, again, they did a press release. What we got on the forums was not, was like that bottom snippet. That we got the bottom snippet and the other snippet. And it says read like more on Shroud of the Avatar, which then links you right back to the company status page, which now has 6 pages of commentary, and a few of the developers who have left or they've actually got comments, including I saw Puck and Lum that I've seen there. So
you mean so if we go back and look at the stand-up corner and the people that we know are no longer employed by Portalarium, which is from yesterday's stand-up corner, Bob the Builder is no longer there. Damon Waltrip is no longer there. Fletcher's no longer there. The Ugly Fist is no longer there. Gibbs is no longer there. Reed's no longer there.
Envy, I gotta agree with you. I think that's exactly what Star's got in mind. I think that there was quite a bit of stuff that he just wasn't happy with for final polish, and he's cutting the dead weight now. While we love a lot of what we've seen here, there's a lot that we didn't like and agree with, and as Jack was talking about. We're not going to point fingers. There's storyline problems. No, there's
huge storyline problems. I mean, it's
the initial intro experience. So again, I believe you're absolutely right on that point. That based on what Star said, he's focused on actually getting episode 1 really polished and done. On the second point you make, I think what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and make a move over to console world and grab that market. That or they may make a lean towards the Facebook game. Who knows? Anything is possible there. So, what Jack has been talking about and what Jack has been saying may be part of the overall strategy that we're just not aware of. There's many different implications here as to how things may go, but the one thing we do know is that the game has been officially announced as released, and now's the time to get, the physical goods are shipping. They've gotten through all that, and
I'm sorry to say, but that discussion of the console market, I don't think it's going to be coming, because the ability to get 27 buttons on a frickin' game controller.
Easy.
Hey, if you ask me, the entire offline, it should be a console game.
Maddie, sorry, buddy. We're going to miss you down here. We're definitely going to miss you.
Sorry, Jix.
Yes, and Barrick is no longer with the staff either, we understand.
Yeah,
and that's just been
No,
confirmed.
Barrick is no longer his Facebook profile says former Portalarium community person.
Well, that didn't take no time. That didn't take much time.
No. Well, I mean, we also know that Lum is gone. When people first told me that Lum was gone, it's like, yeah, I can understand that, because the first thing that people see and interact with is Lum's work, and they have had the biggest problem with the 4 years of him working on the major quest line. He spent three and a half of that, or actually 5 years that he's been at Portalarium, but 4 of those years, 3.5 of which was actually spent on the Loved quest line, which still has serious problems. Then also, it's like the other 2 Courage and Truth quest lines take 2.5 hours to finish, and so versus
I did it on stream. I finished it in one stream setting.
Yeah, and then the final segment is another 2.5 hours. I mean, there's a huge disparity between that, and they're still extremely buggy. We do know that we do know that Attenwood is gone.
Also sad.
No, not Atsy.
Lexi's also gone, according to something. Then I don't know whether or not Seraphine is still around or not. But it's like when you start looking at the number of employees that are gone, as far as some of these systems, it's like you need an artist, or you also need
an animator? Question mark. Oh,
yeah. In order to fix some of those bugs, you also need someone to actually go through and actually fix these things. It's like if you fire the writer, it's like you need to replace a writer in order to fix that stuff. Because Damien, who was originally hired in that spot, I don't know whether or not he's still there or not. So if Damien is still there, then yeah, he can become the full-time.
We're getting the info right here as it comes. Lexi's gone. Sarah stayed.
Yeah. But you end up with, it's like Okay, so it's like over in QA, the QA department is Serafina, so the support department is Serafina. But you end up with all of your character. The art department has been completely thrashed, so you really only have Hutch left over in art
To do all of those telethon rewards.
Yeah.
Well, again, we've seen a lot of things, and if they're gonna put a focus on that, we may not be seeing a lot of fancy schmancy rewards. We may see a lot of repeats and reskins, because the stable of items that can be reskinned is pretty
No,
large
you can get
now.
recipes as telethon rewards.
And again, I'm not saying good nor bad. I like the spin that Stars put on it, calling it right sizing.
That means the team was wrong sized in the first place. I mean, if you
any developer will tell you they blowed up on initial production, and then afterwards, once they've got it out the door, they cut the excess. That's a normal.
What they should say is we're shifting to maintenance mode, and that's what they're doing. They're no longer in the building mode. Now they're shifting into maintenance mode.
Polish, clean and polish.
Maintenance mode does not. Well, it's not even clean and polished, because you just trashed a bunch of the guys that would be available to actually polish some of those things.
From Darkstar, right now we will shift our focus from creating new content to polishing our existing systems. What part of that do you disagree with? You just disagree with the people who are going to be doing it, apparently. But I mean,
so you're going to take a programmer and you're going to have them redoing all the art assets?
Again, nobody said anything about more art coming in. Polish doesn't necessarily mean art, dude. You know that.
I know.
Polish is 90% programming. As I guarantee you can take a monkey and probably fill in some of that quest conversation and make it a little better than it is now. That's for sure. But no.
Well, that is all programming. That is all programming.
So
But yes, I am aware of that. But fixing like some of those quest lines and the quest bugs, that doesn't take an actual story writer. That is programming issues. That is spell check issues. But turning around and fixing the aspect that the continuity doesn't make sense at all, and would require a rework of the quest, which means a rewrite, that is possibly outside the wheelhouse of a programmer. Possibly. I'm not saying it is, but it's a possibility. Because you also have to remember that the executive producer has a theater arts degree. And Dr. Bob is an astrophysicist or something like that.
He is actually a doctor. That's right. He is a PhD.
Astrophysicist or something like that?
He's a rocket scientist. Yeah. Absolutely. Working on storyline and Shroud Avatar.
Propulsion, yes.
Yeah, I mean, but that is one where it's like, yes, I'm also aware that there's really only 4 different types of quests inside of video games in general, but yeah.
Sounds gonna be fun.
Now, other questions that I've seen out there, not even looking on the forums. One of the questions comes: will the new community manager be from Travian Games? Now, of course, there's speculation going on here that Travian's going to want more control, more power. There's a lot of implications right here, but
I wouldn't even deal with the Travian implications at this point. I would be more focused on what systems they're going to polish, how they're going to polish it, and what kind of expectation or timeline are we going to see. because like as people are talking about as far as the continuity of like the common game occurrence of people getting laid off right after a title ships because you know what, your job is done and now we only need to do some patches, but everybody else can get out of here until we can move on to the next title. We were expecting, I was expecting, I should say, I don't know if Laz was, that the team would stay on and start working in transition from episode 1 to episode 2.
Now, see, this is one of those things, and for those of you out there who know me and know what I've done and what I do around the community, not only do we do the news, not only do we run a radio station, Jack and I and some other members are part of the Airy Fund. I'm also part of the team that put SodaCon together. And one of the reasons why SodaCon becomes tough towards getting the planning and who we're going to get together to be on the panels every year is I never know who the fuck is going to be there come October next year. So right now, we've been in the planning since October of last year, and everybody's like, we got to get the panels down. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. Well, sure we can. We know they're going to be there. I said, no, you can't do that. You don't know if they're going to be there. Well, to all you guys out there who busted my balls about it, here you go. Half the guys you all wanted me to book are no longer there. So, screw you guys. I'm just going to say that to those people. Yes, you cannot book all these people until we get closer. So, while you may have heard that you're going to see this guy and that guy and promise this guy and the other guy, I don't promise anybody anything until about 2 weeks out on the who is going to appear for all that stuff. So that's just my take on that part. So I did not expect a lot of people to be there because I've seen it happen. How many people have we lost over the years? We'll go back. Let's go back. Let's start with. Yeah.
I think, well, we've dealt with a team of around 30 consistently in the office for all 3 years that we've been doing this together. I backed the game well before you did, but I wasn't really following the development. But let's see. I think the only people in the art department that stayed the longest were Bob and Ugly Fist. I think those are the only two there when I first went to their offices. Over in design, I think Brandon Cotton was there. Lum was there. Over in tech, Eric was there, JY was there, Wizard Smoke was there, Deathbringer was there, Studio Services, Chaos was there, Useless Overhead, all three of them were there. But yeah, I mean, that's if you do it.
Yeah, but I mean, you go back to as far back as Fire Lotus, Rustic Dragon.
Well, I mean, it's the nature of employment. It's like
Finn Staber. We can go on and on and on about people that we've known and loved through time as well, and so and you never know. Yeah. So some people like Finn have other things like Scotty. Scotty's got his own game going on. And there's no mention.
We don't know if Scotty's still involved or not.
I was going to say, and there's no mention of him, but. Yeah. Scotty Jones, one of those guys who's got a whole other company going. He's working, on the side on this job.
A ton of people. I mean, you're forgetting like Cue Ball as well. I mean, all kinds of people have come and gone through Portalarium stores. In the last 4 years.
And then we got Amber chiming in, the mistress of chaos out there. How are you, Miss Amber? Yeah, Stephen Donnelly. Stephen really was just an artist, really. I mean, I guess you can add that in, as I thought he just did some conceptual art. I didn't think he was on like the actual game art team.
And I was. There's also a possibility
for that we
Hutch is
could
gone.
count Dennis Lubay. You know, Dennis is still active. He's still doing artwork
Yeah.
for the game.
I don't know if you just heard me.
Yes,
I said there might be a possibility that Hutch is gone as well.
I know. I heard you.
Okay.
I don't know. We can probably get the answer to that in just a second if we wait 30 seconds.
No.
Well, why not? Found out that Cat
Because
left
where do you
quite
think
some
I got
time
that
ago. You know, Cat's no longer there. Hasn't been there. That's why we haven't seen her in the stand-up corner.
Well, Kat was doing most of her sound effects from home anyways, and
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
depending on the amount of work that she's given.
I did
to
not
do.
know he was the art lead. Very interesting.
What, that Hutch was the art lead?
Stephen Donnelly.
Steven was the original art lead, and he used to actually run the pin of the Avatar stream, and he would actually go through and discuss like concept art and other things. And that was a good 8 months before you started playing the game.
I was gonna say probably before my time.
Yeah.
As,
Yeah,
again,
before-
I came in.
Yeah,
in
before
13,
Hutch was the
so.
art lead, it was Steven, and then Steven was asked to leave. Then from there, you had Hutch take over as the art lead. Then, let's see, then the character lead became, what's his name? Kevin Wells. He was the
Kevin
character
Wells.
lead. Yeah, the Ugly Fist. Yeah, Draugr. They're never going to unclone the rest of the scenes now.
I don't know how many more. Again, I keep coming up against that. I don't think there were a lot more scenes that needed to be uncloned. I think we've hit just about all of them. And if anybody's got a whole list of them someplace, please share. I'd like to see what might have still been left in need at this point. But I mean, there was again one of those.
Bunch of the desert scenes.
Again,
It's a hot day.
There was a bunch of posts a while back, you know, well, there's hundreds of scenes missing and this and that. And it's like, dude, there was only like 50 or 60 scenes they said needed to be done, and they've knocked a majority of those out. And again, I don't know the actual numbers, but from what I know, most of them had been knocked out, and they were on the last legs of that. So, but anyway, now did you want to take a minute and discuss that mail we got earlier?
Which one? From
From the guys over at the Novium Marketplace? Or do you want to...
Yeah, I didn't.
You have to also remember, we're two guys that don't know what the fuck we're talking about,
Yeah.
because we're not actually involved with Borderlands. It's all conjecture.
Yeah,
all theory.
welcome to NBNN News, otherwise known as Two Guys with Nothing Better to Do. That's right.
We interpret the news. Yeah, I got to go find it again because there are way too many tabs open around here.
I bet.
Yeah. But, yep. Did I even keep it open, or did I close it?
You probably closed it because you didn't think I was going to
Closed
get to it.
No. I have it open. I have it open.
You just think you have it open.
You know, I had it open. So the guys at the Novian Market are doing. Those are the guys that do the Noma promo.
Noma Proma. That's right.
No, Noma promo, because there's an O, not an A.
Yeah. Semantics.
Yeah, they are introducing a new Grand Mastery bundle. So with the announcement that every avatar may earn their own lot deed with it, with the Shroud of the Avatar quest, Novia Market is establishing a new monthly tradition, which is the Noma Grand Mastery bundle.
Noma.
every month they are offering 4 professional grade bundles based on an avatar's rules in Novia. The Adventurers bundle, which will include some of the highest grade gear available in the land, ready to take a novice adventurer to the journeyman level. The Crafters bundle, which is some of the highest grade tools and crafting stations for the budding crafter, and a voucher for expert GM mentoring. The Merchants bundle, everything you need to start your own store, including a voucher for a full month of half-price commissions. The Consumers bundle, which is a Novian year's worth of consumables, including reagents, arrows, potions, scrolls, poisons, and high-grade food for any role. It also includes butchering and cooking lessons. And these bundles will be raffled off.
Butchering and cooking lessons.
2 weeks before the end of the next release. So July 12th for release 55. Tickets are on sale now and specially priced especially for beginners at 500 gold pieces each bundle. This is the important thing to remember. It does not matter how many times you buy those raffle tickets. You only get 1 entry per character per bundle. So you could buy 5,000 tickets, but you only get 1 entry. Does that make sense? Per bundle.
No.
Sounds like a scam to me.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna.
No, it's trying to prevent people from trying to be a dick. So,
yeah, I get a funny feeling that people will be a dick either way, but
Yeah, but
it-
shall see.
Hey, they're announcing it right there. Don't be a dick. Only buy 1 of each type of ticket. And they are hosting the ticket vendors and a display table of what each bundle entails at Market Hall, which is in the south end of Noma. If you check the town crier, it is the only city lot in town under Governor Robin Hood's title. And as you're getting there, please do some window shopping. And the 4 vendors are inside. You can see some sample gear laid out on the tables. Remember, you also end up with, for the merchant bundle, they have a display next door, which is a row house with deco, which comprises most of the bundle.
Gotta love these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that they actually went out and did these things.
Yeah, I just love this shit altogether, but that's beside the point. But,
because I could go out and I could buy 100,000 tickets, and
well, I'd like to know what the consumer's year's worth of reagents, arrows, potions, and scrolls, because I can use a lot of reagents, potions, scrolls.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's just what I consume, not what I sell.
Well, remember, it is not a physical year; it is a Novian year.
A Novian year's worth of consumer.
Oh, you mean a week?
Yeah. So a Novian year.
Very, very good. I did not catch
How much
that.
stuff can you use in a week?
I can use quite a bit.
If I'm crafting teleports and recall
One a
scrolls,
day.
you don't want to know how
That's
much.
right.
I could probably break you with the black pearls alone.
Yeah, I could break pretty much
Heck,
anybody.
when I go buy Black Pearl, I spend 200-300K at a shot when I buy Black Pearl, man.
Yeah, it's so funny watching me like.
I'm one of those guys who causes the price to go up.
I walk away. Yeah.
Look, Lazarus buys the maximum amount of everything 3 or 4 times.
Oh no! When it comes to Black Pearl, I'm there for 20 minutes.
That's only 1,000 Black Pearl. Yeah.
I'm there for 20 minutes loading that shit. I'm buying 20, 30, 50.
6,000.
Yeah.
How much is a complete stack of Black Pearl?
6,000.
32,767.
No. Wait, it's only 1,000 Black Pearl, and how much? What's the store cost of Black Pearl? 8,000.
6,000.
6,000 gold. So that's how much it costs. But when you end up spending 300,000 gold pieces just on Black Pearl, you're there doing stack of 1,000, buy Stack of 1,000, buy. Stack of 1,000, buy. Yeah.
30, 40 times. Absolutely.
And Clipsy's never going to dance again the way
Clipsy,
I danced with you. Yeah.
I say they should go shoeless until they get shoes back.
I don't know.
I don't
Clipsy
know.
wants her stiletto. Clipsy's never going to get her stilettos now.
Or tennis shoes.
Or anything.
Or panties.
I was just going to say, Gix's panties are now a very, very rare item.
Know.
So,
super rare.
Yeah, because there will never be any more. As with, I meant to look at that.
They'll be reskinned and recolored many times over.
We get to keep our diapers.
Yeah, we need heraldry underwear. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's another rare one, the Gixie emote.
You need to do the Gix /Gix.
That's
the
right.
/Gix, and then I cried.
Aww.
Yes, our animator is gone.
I will remember Gix every time my pet dances.
Yeah.
Every butt slap.
Every butt slap.
Yeah.
I didn't get my roll of the dice. I'm sad.
And Eclipse just runs right to Edric's arms.
Yep.
But
yes,
it's so sad.
Hopefully they will start doing their episode 2 stuff to figure out what the hell they're going to do, and possibly some of these guys might be going back to work for them.
Yeah, heraldry underwear. Didn't you hear that one? There's a big
the heraldry condom. The heraldry condom.
Nothing says repping your family like putting your heraldry on your junk.
That's right.
That's right. The heraldry cod piece.
Yeah. I'm telling you, underwear, bikini, you have a couple right over, heraldry on each boob, and a guy can dream, can
he? No.
Sure he can.
Nope.
That's all else I got to look for.
Okay.
But I tell you, it's time to let you all know that if you want to find out more about all this stuff, you want to check out the latest happenings inside Shroud of the Avatar, you can get your hands on a copy of the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app, available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. That's right, yes I did. All 3 stores for all your electronic devices. There's an HTML5 version. If you don't have an electronic device and you just want to check it out on your computer, you can do that too. You can read the Daily Britannian, published 7 days a week. You can check out the forums. You can listen to the podcast. You can go shopping on the marketplace. You can hit us up on social media and much, much, much more. Big Beardy Gaming, thank you very much for those bits. We appreciate it. And of course, don't forget, you can also check out what's going on in and around town on the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar, hosted on NBNN.info and brought to you every day by the good folks over at HometownHero.com, where you too can save 20% off all your vape juice needs. HometownHero.com. Got you covered, and I'm telling you, I'm digging these new juices. I got 6 new juices I'm trying out.
Hold on.
What juices?
Hold on. Wait.
You can't hear it, and it's a bad copy.
Yeah, I just...
You like the juices?
You like the juices?
As I love sucking on the juices, baby. Suck it. Suck it.
How many guys' juices have you had in your mouth?
I've tried a lot of guys' juices. Is that what you want to hear? That's right. I've tried a lot of different juices.
Yeah, okay. But yes, don't forget you can also visit the NBNN calendar by going to nbnn.info, clicking on the calendar button, and looking at that Google calendar. That is an aggregate of all of the available Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that guy knows about. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud, or if you want to add events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, you need to email that guy, news@nbnn.info, the appropriate information related to what you want to do. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You can always tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia. Listen to two idiots interpreting the news because they don't know what the hell they're talking about on a little show called Lunch with us. At 6 o'clock on Avatars Radio, DJ Bear Club's going to be in the house doing something. Probably he's going to be dancing. At 7 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7.
RFB.
And at 8 o'clock, you're going to have your ear holes probed.
Doctor. Is the doctor going to be sick today because she's missing her developers, or is she going to be...
Is it going to be an angry
We're
set?
going from angry to cry. Get ready. Strap it in.
Yeah. Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part Un. At 8 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia. In game, you do have Striker Sparhawks Happy Hour, which I'm
Not
sure
so happy hour this week.
Yeah, it's going to be like Finnegan's Wake. You do need to show up. You need to procure your free drinks from Striker and you celebrate the wild successes that a lot of these devs had and celebrate their works.
Be there tonight.
Yeah. And then we do have at 10 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia, the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this hump day.
Hump day. That's right. No, you don't want it to be a dry hump day.
Nope. No, you don't. You want to remove those clothes.
I tell you. I love this shit. But it's just not the same without Gixie, you know. Well, I don't know. Maybe if... that's just not right, you guys. That's just not
working
right.
as intended. I think she's enjoying that.
I don't know. I
It's
tell
not
you.
the same without gigs.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not. Well, we bring you this interesting bit of entertainment.
Red Arms is just not the same. Yep.
Spank it, baby. Spank it.
Yeah, and the boobies are... This stream is rated I for immature.
Yeah, that's right. But we got to remind you that you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube or on the radio. We thank you all. And, of course, we love you guys who have already donated to us and continue to donate to us. That's what keeps us going out here. That's right. I love sucking on the juices, baby. You know it. Suck that juice. Suck it. Suck it. Anyway, if you want to become a supporter of two crazy guys here giving you their interpretation of what's going on around town, you can go to any of our sites, click on the donate links. This guy's even taking Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all sorts of cryptocurrency on his stream.
Bitcoin Cash.
So if you're into that crypto coin, you can go over to Jack's stream and toss some that way. You can become a monthly supporter by going to patreon.com or become a sponsor that way. Or if you've got an Amazon Prime account, you get a free monthly sub to your favorite streamers. And we'd appreciate it if you use those on our stream. You got to do that every month, hence why we remind you daily. And of course, don't forget, we are here 5 days a week bringing you the latest news and information inside Shroud of the Avatar. The Airy Fund and Primal Nature, they are benefiting Conservation International. Conservation. Yes. I said it right. Yeah, he's off watching porn. He ain't paying no attention to me right now. Anyway.
Why would I?
Yeah, I know.
There's
You
porn in
don't
game.
pay attention to me. I tell you what. I know. I tell you what. We were just watching before we cut to this. I tell you what. That was pretty interesting stuff going on over there.
Hey,
Anyway,
just because earlier I watched the Uruguay game to see whether or not Luis Suarez was going to bite someone else.
I don't know. Anyway,
mean,
Primal Nature
priorities,
going
man.
on the whole month of June. Don't forget, you
Right
can
now.
get your Reaper sapling pet. You can get that, the Earth Cloak out there. And, of course, a bunch of physical goods for higher tier donations. You need a minimum $25. Get yourself one of those little Reaper pets and a cloak. And, of course, you're helping save the planet at the same time. SodaCon Austin 2018. If you were planning to go on that VIP tour, you're shit out of luck. They're all sold out. So, anybody who was looking for that, sorry, guys. We told you to get them tickets early. But regular tickets are still on sale, and they will be now on sale till October 1st. We've extended ticket sales there, of course. Right now, it's anybody's guess who the hell's going to be showing up at SodaCon to do your developers panels, but we'll tell you about that as we get closer. Now, in all seriousness, though, Richard's going to be there, Star's going to be there, and a bunch of the other guys who we know are still there are going to be there. And, of course, the guys and gals who still live locally, those guys and gals will be welcome to come join us and come mingle with you so that you guys can say hello and all that fun stuff. Especially you geeks. I want to see your butt down there. I don't care whether you're an employee or not. You better show up. I'll sneak you in. Don't worry about it. 'Cause I know a guy. But anyway, if you, well, you know, I'm the guy. I'm the guy who prints the tickets, for crying out loud. Give me a break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know.
He prints them on his inkjet printer, one at a time.
Yeah, I hand write them. That's right.
Oh,
anyway,
the calligraphy is real.
Don't forget, if you want to get your tickets to SodaCon 2018, go to SodaConAustin.org. Check out the latest information. The Merits app's giving you a chance to win 2 free tickets and a pair of T-shirts so you can show off while you're at SodaCon. Check that out. You can enter daily. HometownHero.com for your vape juice needs. If you're a vapor and you're looking for some good juice on the cheap, go check out HometownHero.com. We're going to save you 20% off all your purchases with the promo code NBNN. And I tell you what, the legit, man, this stuff is good, man. You get 2 of these bottles for $17.99, man. You can't go wrong. And then that's before the 20% off. So take 20% off that, and you're rocking some cheap juice. That's all I gotta say. HometownHero.com, promo code NBNN, saves you 20%. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Arius Coilmore is doing that live stream 24 hours this weekend with the Airy Fund. Don't miss it. Scrota's Music Service. For all your entertainment needs, you can hire Scrota through the marketplace. Britannian Money Company, of course, they want you to check out Black Rock Cove. And, of course, check out all the vendors for all your crafting goods. They're located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located to the mines. RelicsByRill.com, also part of that Merits craze. And, of course, we're saving you money when you check out. 10% off your purchase at RelicsByRill.com when you check out. And last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Because if you're in the market, and I tell you what, folks, there's one thing about the market right now. If you're in the market for some goods, now's probably a good time during the panic crash of 2018, because that's what this is going to go down as officially in history. In my, people are selling, people are jumping off roofs, people are getting out, and now's your time to make a killing on the marketplace. If you're selling, sign up and get rid of your goods. If you're buying, it's a buyer's market right now, so get out there and check out what's available for you, because I tell you what, there's all sorts of great deals going on everywhere right now.
Hey, can I have your stuff?
Yeah, that's about the size of it. Hey, you leaving? I'll take it.
But yes, ShroudMarketplace.com. Over 115 different players registered as vendors at Shroud Marketplace, where each vendor is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. And you know what that means. You end up with all kinds of great things, from accounts to game golds to player-owned towns to lot deeds, all the way to deco stuff from the deco divas, include all the way to services. Anything and everything is available at Shroud Marketplace. You should definitely check out my shop, because you know what, I've got some of the weirdest stuff out there, like that weird thing called the white Lepus mask, or
rare.
the white rabbit from 2014.
Follow the white rabbit.
The white rabbit from 2014. Yes, so I've been back in the add-on store for a long time. But yes, anything and everything at Shroud Marketplace, including Laz's store, where you can get a coupon for 10% off.
That's
if you
right.
use the promo code NBNN at
course.
Laz's shop. Only
Act
Laz's
now.
shop.
Act now, because that sale's not going to last forever. That sale's going to be going on probably through the end of the month, and then we're going to save it for the next sale.
We're gonna axe that sale at the end of this
Well,
month?
I'm not Portalarium, I don't put things on sale every day, all day, There's a reason why we call it a sale. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah. Guys got to make a living, I tell you what. And I tell you what, a lot of people are taking advantage of that sales. But
hey, man, I love the
thought
fact
you were
that
in
this
a
weekend I sold teleports and recall scrolls.
Hey.
It's like, seriously, it's
People
like,
need it.
The weirdest thing I think that sold on the marketplace was 500 sausage, or the fact that Omen Crow sold some tamed pets.
Gotta love it. Tamed pets.
Music
music service.
What the hell?
Wedding.
Yeah, Scrota's music service.
Scrota's music
Weddings.
service thing.
I
I love it, man. $5
Yeah.
gets you.
Makes you holler.
There you go.
Oh, it did.
Anyway.
What's the hollering? Shut up!
Stop, my ears hurt. No. That's right. You can get anything you want, services and more, out of Shroud Marketplace. And of course, we're running overtime as usual. That's okay. I know the guy who runs this place. He doesn't mind. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. Gotta say a very heartfelt thank you to all you guys and gals who are no longer with us out there. Thank you for the memories. And for those of you, again, I'm extending the invitation. Come on out and see us. If, of course, everything's good with y'all, and come see us over at SodaCon. Love to see you guys, and I'm sure plenty of the attendees are going to be looking to see some of you guys and gals out there. So sorry to see this happen, but of course business is business, and this is a business. Don't forget that, folks.
Yep.
And we'll be back with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, and anything else we can think of right here on NBNN tomorrow. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all
Bye, everybody.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Clear.